Hi there, my name is Eli, and welcome back to my channel, Elijah. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new, well, semi-brand new-ish Skulltimate Secrets Neon Frights Twyla doll. I love G3 Twyla. As you can see, I have like 4 of her Creepover doll up there. I would have more, but like I think that's enough. I think 4 is pretty good. But yeah, I love Twyla, and this is only our second Twyla doll in Generation 3, so I'm very excited for her. She does have polypropylene, unfortunately, like the rest of her Neon Frights cohorts. So that's unfortunate, but it's me, it's my channel. Of course, I'm going to be doing a reroot for her. So yeah, I have some hair. I'll talk about it real quick since the reroot doesn't come towards like the end of the video, you know? But if you're interested, I have tons of purple here and 1 shade of blue. So my plan is to do like a reverse Twyla. You know, Twyla kind of has mainly blue hair with like some purple streaks. I'm going to kind of flip that and do mainly purple hair with like blue highlights instead. So switching it up a little bit, I like to play around with my reroots and be creative. And sometimes I'll, do something fun and put my own spin on it. So we'll see how that turns out because I have tons of hair to play with. But yeah, this is her doll. I think she looks pretty good. There's the box. It has really gorgeous artwork on it by Darko Dark. And if you are interested, I have already done videos for her 4 other pals that featured in this line. We have Draculaura, Torla, Frankie, and Gulia. I love all 4 of these dolls. I think they're all gorgeous. So I think I'll like Twyla, right? If I like the other 4. And yeah, speaking of, I feel like, I don't know, I've kind of done a complete 180 on Neon Frights. I love this line. I feel like this line is misunderstood and it's not perfect by any means, but like I see the vision, the creative vision for it, and like I'm embracing it. So I'm welcoming it with like warm and open arms. I know a lot of people do not have that same energy, which is fine. You know, you got to protect your peace and collect what you want to collect. But I've really enjoyed this series. So yeah, buckle up, come along with me, and let's see what this Twyla has to offer. Okay, here is Twyla's locker real quick. I just like to show this off before we start unboxing her. It has the artwork of her on the front, as well as her little character logo, Monster High, Skulltimate Secrets, Neon Frights. All of these little doors will have little bags that we can unlock. And there are the other ghouls that we've already taken a look at. And then I will just snip some tape right here on the side so you can open it up. The unfortunate thing about this style of packaging is you can't see the doll's face before you purchase it, so you kind of just have to have luck of the draw. I've already peeked at my Twyla's face because I was really curious. And I think she looks gorgeous, you know, except the hair, of course. This hair is atrocious. I mean, yeah, no, it's bad. I can't really give it any excuses. It just looks bad. But I think the base doll and the clothes are salvageable, so I'm excited to look at that. And then on the face of this locker door right here are some like artwork and images that tell you more about Twyla's character. You can see some nods to past dolls and potentially future dolls as well. I see like Dustin down there. There's like a, what do you call that? A D20 dice. So she probably plays like Dungeons and Dragons. I know this lantern comes with her doll, like this current doll. So cool stuff. I think it's really nice. I really like those little details. And yeah, let's take a look at Twyla a little closer and see what's inside her locker. Okay, we're going to jump straight into things with Twyla. I have her unboxed. Pretty easy to open. And here she is right out of the little plastic coffin locker thing. Here is her face, her hair, these terrible bangs. I almost have to like laugh and almost low-key respect Mattel for having the audacity to put a doll out with bangs like this. Like it's laughable. It's silly, it's bold. And hey, I'm the one that got duped because I purchased it, right? So they're just really bad. Like really, really bad. Yeah. Well, that's her bangs. Okay, end of video. Just kidding. Okay, here is the fashion that she comes, like her default fashion. This little plastic harness that they come wearing. It's cute-ish. Mine got like terribly crushed. It almost looks like it's gonna like rip off. the plastic ties inside were really tight, so that's concerning. I wonder if I can like fix that with some heat or something. Yeah, but this little t-shirt, these cool shorts with like a scalloped edge. Don't like this vinyl-y fabric, but we seem to keep getting it in Neon Frights. But the best part are always going to be these glow-in-the-dark boots, and Twyla's are no exception. They are like the best piece of this doll. So amazing. A little rabbit motif, a lock. And then a really cool feature on her boots is it's like a shadow puppet theater. You can see it's hard to make out, but those are like hands forming, two hands forming the shape of a rabbit. And then on the other side, it's the same thing. It's so cool. It's meant to look like a shadow puppet. Just so amazing. Like Twyla, I feel like it gets so much love from the designers. And these boots are very nice and form-fitting. They do have plastic to protect Twyla's like leg markings, so that's really considerate as well. Yeah, I think she looks really good, and her face is gorgeous. Mine has a really good screening, so despite the hair, the face is stunning. There is the eye makeup, really graphic, flares out, kind of almost looks like, it could kind of pass for like a Ghoulia makeup, because it reminds me of Sir Hoots-a-Lot a little bit, in some weird way, but I like it. The darker lip is nice. Unfortunately, a weird aspect of this Twyla is her eyes do not glow in the dark, even though it's like a glow in the dark series. You know, Creepover has glow in the dark eyes, but this one does not. I wish they kept the glow eyes for every Twyla. That'd be really cool if it was like a consistent trait that she had, but her second doll, it's already dropped. So that's annoying. And we'll just jump straight into looking at the compartments. So you get some instructions per usual. I like to see Twyla's little illustration. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, she looks so cute there. Yeah, and then we're just going to start by dunking these keys. They have paint on them, and then you'll put them in the water. Take the paint off, and then it reveals which locker to open up first. This is our 5th time doing it. Honestly, I kind of didn't even want to do it, but I've done it 4 other times. It would feel like wrong for me to not do it for Twyla, so I'm going to do it. And we get a blue mystery liquid. What could this liquid be? Like, what's like a blue drink? Oh my god, do you guys remember like those Sobe like fruit life water drinks that you get at the gas station with like the little lizard on them? That's what this kind of reminds me of. And I always liked the pink one, even though it never tasted great. I just liked the color. Okay, let's get it. They don't make those drinks anymore, so some of y'all might be too young to even like remember that. Okay, our first key still has paint on it, but it's chill, no big deal. And then we'll take a look at this compartment. Okay. Without knocking Twyla down. Our first bag, let's see what's inside. She probably has the best color for her little mystery bags. Okay, Twyla's fashions include this pleathery skirt, very like Haunted Mansion core with tons of ominous looking eyes, but they're all different colors. We have like purple, blues, like a pink eye. Pretty cute. I like it. It is a full zip Velcro closure. Oh my gosh, everything just fell. Let me get it. Okay, our next key, we get Twyla's cute little t-shirt. Has Dustin and like a little shadow puppet. It says dream. And it also has scalloped edges. They are like a raw edge, so not my favorite, but it's still a cute little t-shirt. And then Twyla's hoodie. She has little rabbit ears, like vinyl purple rabbit ears. A little bent from the packaging, but it's okay. It's kind of cute the way they're bent, actually. And then she, like Draculaura and like Ghoulia, has this really nice vinyl detail. Once again, scalloped edge. I'm sensing a theme with you, Twyla. And it's not a full sleeve, it's like a half sleeve. Mesh, kind of puffy. I think it's going to be really cute. Once again, I think this fabric is not great. Very cheap looking and cheap feeling. If this fabric was a nicer quality, I feel like that would also help elevate this doll line. especially since, the artwork features them in these hoodies and it's such a prominent aspect of this, series. So I wish that was a little bit nicer as far as quality goes. But you know what? On to the next one. Keep this thing moving. Okay, next key for our Sobe Life Water. I'm curious to see. Apparently, there's rumors for Series 4. It's supposed to be like ballerina themed, and apparently Abby's going to be it. Abby is going to be in it, and maybe Cleo, Draculaura. I forget who else. Maybe Claudine. And I heard it's only 4 dolls, but I hope it's 5, low key. But they're supposed to change the packaging up, which I'm okay with because I don't want more of these lockers. I don't want them. And I think, in play tests, from what I've heard, I hear a lot, on social media. Apparently from playtest, kids really like these lockers. So that's probably why we've gotten 3 series in like a year of Skulltimate Secrets. The darn kids. Okay, now we have this magenta E key. And our next package, our next little goodie bag. Okay, another key. And then we get, I opened this terribly. Okay, I see an earring in there. I don't want it to fall and lose it. We have 1 earring. It is her left side. It is like a lock. So cute. Okay, let's see what the other one is. I think it's a key. Where are you, earring? I know you're in there. Did the earring drop? Because I'm not seeing it. It might have dropped. Or hopefully I got it. Where is it? Okay, I'm not seeing the second earring, so I might have dropped it. But I'll take a look later. And then the little purse she comes with. This is also a glow-in-the-dark piece. Kind of looks like the shape of a book, maybe. There's like a doorknob right there. A spider and or a bed bug. Some chain links. And then a spider web detail. It's so cute. She has a really, really nice bag. And then a little choker. Hers is more chain links, I think. Yes, with a little bug. So pretty cute. I like this color for the glow plastic they chose for Twyla. And I'm going to pause and see if I can find the other earring because I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. Okay, so unfortunately, I guess I did not get the other earring. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. It's very sad and unfortunate. But wait. Oh my gosh, I found it. Just kidding. It was stuck to the key. Oh my gosh. Okay, just kidding. I do have it. I have to contact nobody because it was stuck to this freaking key. So I'm happy. I was a little sad for a split second, and now I am not. I'm happy again. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. I didn't want to have to be upset because I love Twyla, and I didn't want to be mad at her. So we're good. We can move on. And the next compartment, we have a little key. Our last one that we have to reveal. I didn't get an extra purse this time like Draculaura. Like low-key, I was kind of hoping I would. And then when I thought I lost her other earring, I was like, is this my karma? Like balancing itself out? Like, no! But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, this water is very, very blue now because this is a lot of paint mixing around in there. This blue water is kind of very appealing. Like the Star Wars blue milk. Like I can keep thinking of things. Like it's a nice little color. Okay, this one is purple. I'm dabbing it with a paper towel so I don't get like paint stuck to me. Okay, next compartment for Twyla. Okay, let's see what's inside. We have the last key that does not need a color reveal. Oh, I'm totally off frame. Wow, that's embarrassing. And then the key ring. Oh, and now I'm knocking my camera over. Wow, I'm just messing up. I'm sorry, y'all. And then I'm making sure not to lose it since I struggled last time. Okay, and then her shoes. Look at the bottoms. What do they say? Quiet, please. And they're like little books. Wow. And then the pinstripes are like little bugs. Oh my gosh. Sorry, just dropped one. But yeah, the backs of the heels. are also like a locked door. And then more books for like the sole, the base of her shoe. Twyla gets the best molds. Like they love Twyla, which I'm happy with. I love Twyla too, so keep giving her all the love. Okay, so far so good. I like all of her pieces. I like she's so cohesive. Like her theming is so good, which is so silly. Like the boogeyman, who would have thought? Okay, where's that little last key? It doesn't. They're all the keys work. I'm just doing it for the sake of the video to match the colors, but you can even open them with your hands. I hardly even use these keys, to be honest. Okay. And the last bag. So she comes with an extra little lantern and a translucent purple plastic with like silver embedded glitter, and there's a little candle in there. So gorgeous. What is that on the mold? Like a building of some sort? Maybe Monster High itself, even? I wonder if this will come into play in the TV show. I did see Twyla's episode in the new animated G3 show, and I really liked it. So I'm glad she's getting some love. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not losing anything. Okay. Then she gets a plate of cookies. There's probably a Monster High term for this. What would that be? Is it those? Spookies? That's cute. Okay. Yeah, I like that. There's like a spider web, eyeballs, and ghosts. She gets another book. This one is like a shadow puppet book. You can see the flashlight shining, and then it creates a little rabbit, and it says shadows. And then you can open it up. And there's her little book. We saw this creature in the animated show, so it's all interconnected. And then she comes with a really cool extra little accessory. I think these are like noise canceling little earbuds, since Twyla is canonically autistic in Generation 3, which I really like that they give such amazing representation for Monster High. I love that Twyla is autistic. I think it makes sense for her character, and it does so much for fans and collectors out there who can see themselves in Twyla as a character. So if you're one of those fans who like comes on here and you want to be annoying about this type of stuff, I'm probably not the channel for you, because I'm all here for it. So I was going to say sorry, not sorry, but I am not sorry. Just deal with it. You can leave if you don't like that. But I love Twyla. I love her character in G3. She's so important, and she's so cool. I mean, look at this doll. Gorgeous, despite the poly hair. Okay, but now I'm going to take some time and redress Twyla up so I have two cohesive outfits. This is going to be our extra model for the second outfit, and then we can see what we're working with. Okay, I have quickly thrown together some outfits for Twyla. I really like both of them, so I'm pretty happy. I feel like it was so easy to come up with something that worked for both dolls, and it felt very balanced and cohesive. So we'll start off with the Neon Frights base doll. She got to keep the little t-shirt that she came wearing and the harness, and then I swapped out the shorts for this cute skirt, and I really like the way the skirt looks with the harness. She's carrying the little shadow book she has and the purse. And then I gave her this bracelet from her core doll. And then she can wear both the earrings and like the earbuds. The earbuds just kind of nuzzle on the ears like that. They fit on really easy. So very cool. And then she has her amazing glow-in-the-dark boots. The weird thing I didn't like about this doll was when I took the plastic off her legs, it left a really sticky residue like right around here. And I was trying to wash off that residue with warm, water and some soap. And I was not really succeeding. I was starting to scrape off some of this paint. I should just like show you. You can see right there, I'm like scraping it off. So I was very annoyed. But when I put the boots on, it covers that part. So I'm just going to deal with it and accept it. But I did want to mention that. And yeah, I really like her. And then for this next Twyla, she has the shorts. Actually, the shorts and this little t-shirt kind of match because they're both scalloped. And then even the hoodie right here has the little scalloped detail. And then I let her hold dusted, so it matches her t-shirt. She gets the really cool lantern. These are her core doll's bedbug earrings, and they kind of helped, hold this hoodie in place. And then I really like the way this one ear was kind of like flopping forward like that. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cute. And I added her belt from her core doll. And then I also made some socks from her dress. I have 4 Twylas, so I have some, pieces in fashion to spare. So I, have no problem cutting and altering pieces to make something new. And I feel like they really help add to her shoes. So I'm very happy with it. I'll show you what the dress looks like real quick. It was pretty simple. See, just cut the sleeves off. And you maybe could repurpose this if you wanted to, just like a sleeveless dress. But I really like doing that. I did it with Gulia's jacket from Recordall. Um, yeah, I do it often, and it's really simple. Just make sure you have sharp scissors. But yeah, now I can move on and begin rerooting this Twyla, which is what I'm most excited for, because these are both stunning dolls, but this hair is not matching the gorgeousness of the outfit. So we will start rerooting this little ghoul right here. Okay, so to begin the reroot, I chop off all of Twyla's hair, and then I usually show clips of me like scraping it out with a screwdriver and then tweezing out the hair from inside her head. But I deleted those clips, so I am sorry. And then also to take the head off, I just use a hair dryer and like heat up the head and then remove it off of the body. And it is a little scary at first, but I've gotten pretty used to it. And then here's just an update on my reroot up to this point, just a little progress video to show where it's at. And then, yeah, just me doing some actual rerooting, taking hair plugs and sticking it into the head. This reroot is a little complex. I'm using like 2 shades of blue, 3 shades of purple. Yeah, it's time consuming and tedious, but I think it's worth it in the long run, just because I like when they're really fun and unique, hair patterns. So I'm liking it. Okay, so this is what my desk looks like when I am rerooting a lot of hair. I'm just setting out a lot of plugs, and yeah, that way I can speed through this, especially since I feel like this Twyla has taken me forever. Like 3 weeks now, I'm working on this project. Usually they take like a week and a half, 2 weeks. But yeah, watching some YouTube. I'm back into Neopets, so that's fun. I've got some dolls to, support me. And my desk is messy, excuse that. But yeah, just keep chugging along so I can hurry up and finish Twyla. Okay, so I wanted to share a new technique that I have discovered, I don't know, that I've come up with for this reroot. And basically, it's a different way that I am blending 2 hair colors together that doesn't involve, blending huge hanks all at once. So I've blended some hair in the past for some previous reroots, and it's been minorly successful. I don't think I'm great at it, which is maybe part of the problem, but the blends usually look really pretty, like the end results look really nice, but the hair becomes very uneven. There's some very long pieces and very short pieces, and before I stick the plugs into the head, it takes me a decent while to fix the hair length. So I don't like that. And also for this Twilight reroot, I'm not using a whole lot of blue. It's mainly purple with like blue highlights. So I didn't need a whole lot of this color specifically blended, and I didn't know how much I would need. So I came up with this technique, which is basically I section out plugs like for a normal density that I would use to go in the head. So I have on the left 3 mint plugs and on the right 3 blue plugs. And I then take one of each, connect them end to end, and then I just blend them individually. So I take my comb, kind of like fold the hair in on itself, and then comb it out and keep doing that until I have the, cohesive blend that I'm looking for. And this worked pretty successfully. And part of the reason I'm doing this for this blue shade for Twyla is because I could not find like that specific kind of blue, green, tealy color that I like from G3 Twyla on like any doll hair website. I checked Doll Planet, Dolly Hair, Shimmerlocks, and that specific shade of like tealy blue that Twyla uses, I couldn't find it. And funny enough, the color that I'm blending on the right, that blue shade, Rockin' Robin, the Saran hair, from the Doll Planet. That does kind of match really well to Neon Frights Twyla hair, like the polypropylene shade, but I didn't really like that. Like I said, I kind of wanted something closer of a color match to Twyla's like Creepover doll. So blending 1 parts of Royal Mint and 1 parts of Rockin' Robin, I was pretty happy with the end results. And it is a little bit laborious to like blend individual strands because I blend them and then I separate them back into two pieces, and then I'll take those two pieces and reroot them into the head. And I think it looks great. I'm really happy with the color. It's not an exact one-to-one sort of color match to Creepover Twyla, but it's pretty dang close. So I'm pretty proud of this technique. I don't know. I'm not claiming ownership over it. Like, I'm doing this to share this information to help other people out if they're into customizing dolls. But yeah, I just thought of this on the fly as a way of problem solving an issue I had. And yeah, I'm not trying to come on here and be like, I discovered this technique. Like, I don't know if I did. There's probably somebody always does something before you, you know? So I'm just prefacing with that. But yeah, just wanted to share this technique with y'all.
Okay, quick Twyla update. I just finished rerouting the part line. Looks pretty good. And this is all of the plugs that I'm gonna do for the bangs. That's like just a visual idea of like what it looks like before, I do the bangs. I just kind of feel it and vibe it out. So it's just going off of like my experience rerouting and how much hair I want to put in the bangs. Um, yeah, this still might be a little too much space. Like, I don't know if this is too high for the bangs. I'm trying to like think about it. So I might do one more plug down. I'm not sure yet, but that's roughly what it's going to look like. And yeah, typically with bangs, I'm also going to reroot the pieces, cut them in half. Like the way I did Frankie and Torlai, where I was rerouting like shorter hair, like a bob length, I'm going to do that same length for the bangs because I'm going to be snipping them. So might as well save some hair and, root shorter pieces. Yes. But yeah, it's just a quick progress shot. Okay, I finished rerouting Twyla. I'm just going to add some glue, let her dry overnight, and we can move on to styling her hair.
Okay, so I wanted to restyle my extra Creepover Twyla that is modeling the, second Neon Frights outfit. And she just has box hair, so just like a blank slate, a blank canvas. And I want to just change her bangs up, give her a different style of bangs. So I'm going to start off by just washing her hair with some dish soap, pretty simple. Then I'll rinse that out and add some conditioner. And yeah, basic, like, hair styling 101. You could just leave her at that, but I want to do a little bit more. And while she's soaking with conditioner, that is when I comb out her hair. So her hair is a little frizzy at the ends. I know Creepover Twyla is kind of notorious for having very like unruly curls, but they are possible to brush through. I just go really, really slow and like do short repeated motions like this. That way I'm not like, damaging the hair, brushing through any knots or anything like that. Um, yeah, anytime I feel resistance when I'm brushing, I just like don't brush all the way through. Uh, yeah, and it works out pretty well for me. It maybe takes me like 5-10 minutes to brush through the hair and like get all the knots out. But I really have fun doing this part, and of course you're gonna get some flyaways and some hair that falls out. That's totally normal. I like just gather that on the side of the sink and throw it away at the end. But as you can see here, now the hair is all brushed out and I can run my comb through it with no resistance. That's what I'm looking for. And then next, I'm going to start sectioning hair to give her some bangs. And I'm going to pull from her side part. So she has a side part, which is a little difficult to give her bangs. It's a lot easier to give a doll with a middle part bangs, but it is possible to do with a side part. I've done it once before, and I'm going to show it here again in this video. And I'm just pulling from her side part some hair, and then here I'm pulling some teal that's like closer to her hairline. And it's definitely an art and a science to pull enough hair that you can have some nice full bangs, but also not pulling too much that there's like bald spots. So yeah, it's difficult to explain. But the more you do bangs and the more you style hair, the better understanding you get for it, and you have to kind of be fearless. You can't be scared to mess up your doll. I probably paid like $12 for this Twyla at Target. So like if I mess her up, oh well, it's okay. I'm just trying my best here. And then yeah, those bangs that she came with, I'm just gonna keep them there and then use them as the base and basically layer these on top of her other bangs. That's how I do it. So now I've sectioned all the hair. I'm going to boil wash it so I can flatten the hair out. And in some, I think I did like 3 boil washes on these bangs to get them as flat as I want them to be. And I'm not boil washing her curls, like the body, the rest of her hair, just the bangs. Just brushing through, seeing if I like it. And after that first boil wash, I was like, you know what? I don't think I pulled enough hair. So I'm actually going back and pulling some more hair so she has bangs that are a little bit more full. Just, I think they needed to be a tad bit more full. So that's what I'm doing here. And then, yeah, we'll just repeat the process. Boil wash her again, flatten that hair out. These bangs are very, very curly. So it does take, you know, very hot water, so you can see like the steam coming out from the electric kettle. It's very, very hot. So be careful if you are doing this, just because, hot water can burn you and you don't want to like end up with a 3rd-degree burn or something like that. So yeah, I'm just being very careful. And I'm going in with one last boil wash to get them as flat as I want them. And after that, we should be good. And then I don't show this part on camera, but as she's drying, I sort of like brush her hair, gel it, make sure that it dries so then I can, trim the bangs basically. But yeah, it's a pretty simple process. It's a fun way to enhance a doll, that already has bangs and just switching them up a little bit. And yeah. And then I also boil wash over the conditioner. And then I just do one last rinse to make sure any extra conditioner is out. So that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so back to the reroot Twyla. This is what her hair looks like, all puffy. And we jumped very far ahead of time. I had already boil washed it, flattened out the hair, gave the bangs a very, very slight trim. And now I'm showing you how I curled her hair. So I sectioned off the top and the bottom of the hair. And yeah, now I am curling. I have one piece left to curl on the bottom. So I'm adding some mousse. I got this off Amazon a long time ago. And just add a little bit of product so the curls kind of hold after they're dry. So we'll see how that goes. I hope it works out. And then I am twisting the hair clockwise and kind of giving a tight twist. You'll see there it's pretty tightly wound. Yeah. And then I hold that twist and then I wrap it over the straw. I've never done this technique before, so we'll see how it turns out. I just wanted to keep the length on this Twyla's hair since I like really long hair, but Saran can be tricky when you curl it since it doesn't hold curls as well as like nylon hair, and also like the weight of the hair itself will like, I don't know, ruin the shape and the body of the curl over time basically. So I'm not really going for like full curls the traditional way. I'm just trying to go for more so like textured hair is what I'm hoping for. So once I finish wrapping all of Twyla's hair, I'm then going to douse it in boiling hot water to set the curls. And yeah, you'll see me do that here. Just be careful once again because it's hot water, all that jazz. And I'm just pouring it over the straws. It's a very, very hot. Wow. And I'm basically covering the whole thing with my arm. That's cool. Sorry about that. But yeah, just keep dousing it. I doused the whole thing. I don't know how much water I put in my electric kettle, but yeah. Once that's done, I just let it sit there for a little bit and then I run some cold water over it. I know some people like to stick it in the freezer. I I don't want to do that. So I'm just running some cold tap water over it to kind of shock the hair. And once that's all done, I'm just gonna let it sit overnight and hope for the best.
Okay, y'all, I am done. I'm covering her body, but yeah, I'm just gonna let her dry overnight and hope it turns out well. And yeah, she looks really good. We'll trim the bangs tomorrow, take out the straws tomorrow, and wrap this video up because Twyla, you have gotten the most love out of all of my reroots. I feel like you've taken up all my time. But I was like laughing because I'm here on a Monday night, it's 11 p.m. I spent like 2 hours curling this dang hair, and like this is what I do. This is my life. This is what makes me happy, and like, you know what? It is what it is. I wouldn't change it or have it any other way. I'm just watching YouTube, curling hair, drinking some Diet Coke. Like, that's my life. But yeah, I can't wait to see how this dries and turns out.
Okay, the last thing I do is take off all of the straws, and it's so satisfying. I just did a quick time lapse for y'all, but yeah, I love this part personally. Okay, so here is the hair, and yeah, it kind of looks like pasta right now, but I'm just gonna separate these. I can even call these curls. I mean, they're kind of like twists almost, but yeah, I'm gonna separate them using my fingers and my like rat tail comb, and just kind of get some dimension and volume because I'm not going for like the pasta look. I wanted some like textured hair just because I've curled very long Saran in the past, I did it on my Real Drama Laguna, and the curls just like deflate very quickly and very easily because the hair is so long. And yeah, I didn't want to curl it and then be sad when the curls were like a flop. So that's why I opted for this technique so I can have, nice textured hair and yeah, just do something different. I don't want it to all my dolls that I reroot to just keep their straight hair. Granted, like all of them before this have, but I'm trying to challenge myself and try new techniques and new styles and just yeah, have fun with it. But yeah, just keep doing that until I'm satisfied with the dimension and in the end, I think it looks pretty good and I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, Twyla is all done. This was a long time in the making, but I am so happy with both of them. I think they're both so gorgeous. And yeah, the reboot looks good. I like the texture. This is the texture I wanted, and I like the length. It's very, very vampy and like brooding, and I really like it. The only thing is, as I was like unfurling the curls, there is a slight like bald spot right there. So I just have to finagle the hair and like cover that little piece up. But here's what the hair looks like. Oh, it's caught in the earrings, of course. Okay, here's what it looks like, as you can see, but just like a wavy texture that I was looking for. And yeah, I have to like fix that bald spot. But I think if I just like move the hair with my fingers, I can make it work. See, like this is like still a really big defined curl. It's fine. I think it looks good, and I think the bangs are a tad bit long. Um, yeah, but it's fine. It's not fine, but like I can always trim them shorter. I kind of want to add the like bunny hood on it from her Creepover doll. I just wanted to show her hair off before I add the hood. Here's the hood in question. I don't know. I just love this little piece. I think it looks so cute. So yeah, I wanted to show her off real quick without it, kind of like what it's looking like, expose my bald spot. But yeah, let's add the hood to her real quick because I think that's probably how I'm going to display her in the end. Okay, I added the hood onto Twyla, and yeah, I like it. It looks pretty good. I also pulled some extra hair through the hood, like right here. I might braid it, but for now, I just kind of like the asymmetry of it all. Here's what it looks like hanging from the back. There's the hair up close again, all the different shades of purple, some of that blue shade. I think it looks really good. Just another close-up shot. Yeah, the bangs may or may not be trimmed down further, but for now, for tonight, I'm tired. I'm gonna leave them as is because I've already spent like 30 minutes just chopping these and like doing small incremental cuts. And then I also styled her holding the Book of Shadows and this little Pop Tart from her Creepover signature doll, just because her hair blend reminds me of the like wild berry Pop Tart. Plus, I'm like, maybe the designers also thought of that because like Twyla's color scheme is like those blues and purples are that's what I thought of. So the designers probably already like 5 steps ahead of me, I'm sure. And then for this Twyla, this is the one I also gave her some different bangs. We have like polar opposites here. Super long and brooding, and then like very short bangs, like super short. I never give bangs this short. This is very like outside of my territory and like comfort zone. But I don't know, y'all. I think they look great. I think they look so good, especially with this little bunny hood. I don't know. I love this Twyla too. She looks so different than my other Twylas, even though she is just another Creepover Twyla. She's holding Dustin. She's got the lantern and those little socks we gave her. Let's give her a little like leg, a little kick out like that. I always give the same pose. I just love the little leg kick out. They're even kicking out to the same side. Let's kick this one out to the other side then. Okay. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that does it for Neon Frights Twyla. This was a super, super, super long one. This reroot took forever, but I'm so happy with it. And yeah, I like the custom blend I did on the hair. It looks really good. It's very different. It feels like a completely different doll than like the base doll that we got with the polypropylene hair. And I like how hair can be like so transformative, you know? And like make such a big change and big difference. And this blend of purples and teal is so stunning. And I love the texture I added to it. And overall, I love Twyla. She's one of my favorite G3 monsters. I just love her so much. So please more Twyla Monster High, preferably with saran hair so I can stop rerooting all of your dolls. It's getting a little exhausting. I'm exhausted. I'm sure everyone's exhausted with rerooting and polypropylene hair. Because, okay, my tangent and my theory and just okay, I feel like we are so distracted with polypropylene hair that we can't even have conversations about like better hair from Monster High as a brand. Like I want better color patterns, I want better styles, like I just want more, but we can't even talk about that because we're just so fixated on poly, you know, oh, poly's gross, poly's this, poly's that. Like I'm seeing the big picture and I just want us to have cool hair. Like that's I love hair play. And I know Monster High, like they have so many selling points, like the thematics of the brand being the children of monsters, I think is like the biggest selling point, right? But that doesn't mean that we should be skimped on quality. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this one was a doozy. It was a long one, but it was like 3 weeks in the making. So I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I have more rerouting projects coming up in the future. I'm going to be rerouting some G1 dolls, which is outside of my comfort zone, but I hope it'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I love rerouting and I love Monster High dolls. So yeah, I think that's good, right? Okay, that's all I have for you. My name's Eli, and this is my channel, Jack Elijah. I'll see you next time. Bye.